all
Teamwork. Not really.
Yeah. All right, we're locked in. Yeah. Nobody gets out.
This is Can We Not?
Are y'all ready?
Can We Not? Oh, yeah. Can We
Got
Not?
like 15 seconds.
So I say I can't do this. Gotta shake it all out. I don't know how to get ready for the show. I never like get ready for the show.
Remember how we used to get ready for drama for the
Oh
shows?
yeah. No, I don't. Oh wait, the handshake and then.
If you want to just use these, this might be
Damn, we gotta
No, they
try
won't
to
work
see
if
if we do that.
Oh, that's why. Never
If I
mind.
can remember how to do that later.
I think all help remembers.
It flips.
He probably remembers, but it was like
I got it.
Yeah.
because this was like the switching the
You got the cable? All right. Ready?
Oh man.
Yeah, all the cameras gone? We good.
all the cameras
Everything's
off.
good. I'm going live now.
What is good, everybody? What is up? We are back. That is right. We are back. It is the Can We Not podcast with me, your host, Evan Combest, and here with my two co-hosts we have.
Kenneth.
And Akai.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys for not messing that up. All right. See, we're
Yeah.
back on fire this
We
week.
tried.
Yeah, yo.
We tried.
We not canceled yet, yo.
Wait.
It's a good groove.
We were supposed to be canceled?
Shh, don't say that. Don't say
Okay.
that. Don't
All
jinx
right.
us.
We're not canceled. Yay.
Yay.
But we're not canceled, so that means we're back in the studio. So shout out to the studio. Shout out to City Water Radio. Shout out to Sky's Crescent Radio. Shout out to Jade. Shout out to Tone, the producer. Shout out to the live stream.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody who's watching us on YouTube.
Thank
We
you.
Upload this eventually because, as I said before, the videos will be uploaded at a later date because of some technical difficulties.
Behind
but
the scenes
yeah.
nonsense.
you're
It
gonna
happens.
they're gonna get the.
You're gonna get an oldie but a goldie
Yeah, you're
in the meantime.
This Wednesday, we're gonna upload the video on how we came up with the name of Can We Not Podcast.
Oh yeah.
The video that's
I honestly don't remember what we were talking about in
Oh,
that.
my-
Yo.
Yo,
But
it's
oh,
it was.
Yo, yeah.
It
But
is so
for
funny
the-
at his expense.
Of course. What else is new? No, like for you guys that don't know, like we've been doing the Can We Not videos for a long
About
long
13
time.
years, yeah.
It feels like 13 years. No, we've been doing videos together for like
Actually, yeah.
Forever.
Since high school.
Yeah.
Like, since
Like-
about high school.
Yep.
I mean, Evan was a lot more successful with it since he had some ventures on YouTube early on that I
Yeah.
would definitely want him to bring back. But I won't say
Yes.
it here because he's going to get mad at me.
but we won't let it affect our destiny.
Yes. Our destinies will never change.
Exactly. So, but we've had a lot of great times making videos together, and now we've just now we've just let it blossom into a podcast. You know, hosted by Evan. You know, me and Akai, we help out as best that we can, and we just have a great time talking about like relationship stuff. Drama for your mamas with the worst intro music ever chosen
It
by
got
Evan.
better. I just don't want
Did
to
it?
get
Do you not remember
copyrighted.
last week?
That was.
Do you not remember last
That's
week?
why I thought we were probably.
That was the
gonna be
lowest point
canceled.
in the
I
drama.
felt like that was going to happen.
That was the lowest point in the drama for your mama.
lowest point.
The music choice. That's it.
Jeez.
We have to attribute
What would
it
you have given it out of 10?
out of 10. I don't know. I don't know if I would have given it anything.
Are y'all done? Like, I'm just trying to set stuff up, and
thought
y'all
you were
talking
looking
about
for something.
nothing.
We
Yeah,
trying
you
to
were
help
busy.
you.
You were busy.
Trying to help you.
You were busy, so me and Akai took over.
But y'all could have talked about anything in the world.
We were.
We were.
Y'all didn't ask each other how y'all were doing. Y'all didn't like.
We were
Okay.
dealing with each other.
No.
before we got here. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Akai,
all right.
how are you?
Terrible. No,
Cool.
No, I'm sorry. I just want to just reflect on something I saw today.
Oh,
and I still need
please
help
don't.
processing this.
Please don't.
But there was just some big lady on the train station platform, and she just threw up. Like, she just did not have a filter. She did not care. And I'm a little concerned. Guys, I'm a little concerned.
For her?
Why? For everything.
Why?
For one, that's how the zombie apocalypse starts. All right, I'm gonna just
In
preface
what
with
world? In what world does
Listen,
the zombie apocalypse
I've
start
seen
by someone
in
not
Atlanta? All the
The show?
time.
Oh,
no,
I
not
thought you were talking
Atlanta,
about the
No,
Because
no.
like that show's great.
it's a good show. I still didn't finish the second season,
The
but
second season is really good.
I'm gonna do it.
You gotta.
Guys, how are you?
How dare you interrupt our conversation? He was talking about something that clearly traumatized him earlier, and now you're asking us.
I was just saying.
This happened how long ago?
like an hour and a half ago.
An hour and a half. No,
2 hours ago.
sir, it's almost 4:00.
Chill. All right, listen, I don't know
Exactly.
time. All right, the only time I know is when I have to pay bills. All right, that's it.
The
That makes
only
sense.
thing that I'm learning from this conversation is y'all two will never be able to carry a podcast by yourselves.
Wow,
That's hilarious.
That's crazy.
And speaking of
That's
podcasts, I want to
hilarious.
give a shout out to the Need to Know podcast. If
Yes.
you guys haven't heard, I was a
know.
guest on their most recent episode.
Seamless
That
segue.
we need to know.
Good job.
Yeah, of course. I wanna shout
Seamless
out to
He's
those
segue.
leaving us.
I want to shout out to those guys. No.
You just leaving us. You
No.
made the podcast and you told
No.
us to be
No.
here for you, and then you just gonna up and leave.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
You know what that sounded like? It said,
What?
"Get into the bag, another bag." Oh, that's word. Yeah. Okay. All right.
yeah, but
Okay.
No, but in all seriousness, no. Evan did a great job on
Yes.
the Need to Know podcast. I watched it when he sent me the link for it. I listened to it, and then they just uploaded the video for it today on their YouTube channel.
it
So
was yesterday.
anyway, I was talking. You have your turn.
Uh-oh.
Like I was saying, I watched the video.
You ain't got the answers.
Just wanted to make sure. But we saw it, guys. You should check it out. The Need to Know. It's on YouTube. It's on
Yes.
SoundCloud. It's on iTunes.
Yes.
All of that. Check it out. And speaking of iTunes, for those of you who watch or listen to us on iTunes, if you don't listen on iTunes and you have an iPhone, please listen to our podcast and rate it on iTunes so that way
Yeah.
give us your honest opinion. I would say give us 5
Feedback.
stars because I know we're 5 stars, but give us your honest opinion.
Yeah, like,
And if you want to talk trash about some of our co-hosts here and some of the other people here, feel free to do
wait,
so.
what do
Wow.
you mean? You
What
have-
co-host?
Wait, hey,
Wow.
hey,
Wow.
wait. No, what about
Wow.
the host? What about the
Exactly.
full host? Not the whole
Yeah.
half
I
host.
read the comments on YouTube. They've never seen
What
a
is that
complaint.
supposed to mean?
I
What's
haven't
that
seen
supposed to mean? What that doesn't
It
mean.
means
a
I
damn
haven't
thing.
seen complaints.
We here right
You
now.
haven't seen complaints.
You haven't seen complaints on your end. You know what?
That's crazy.
Shout out JP Raps.
Facts.
Just gotta make sure we acknowledge JP
and
Raps. 'Cause
Kaidane
he's-
Cyphus, the one that shouted you out, like in the last.
Shout out JP Raps.
There you go. Yep.
What? JP Raps is a good. He's good. He's creating
He's
controversy.
our biggest
amongst
fan.
us.
He's our biggest fan.
Are
He
we ready
is.
to get this
Yes.
show
Yes,
Let's
we
start
wait
it
on.
up.
We're waiting on
Start
the
it up.
host to
But
start
y'all
it up.
haven't said
Yeah.
anything.
Since you a host.
But y'all
Host, go ahead,
haven't said
host. Go
anything.
host. You
Go
should
ahead.
be hosting,
Go
right?
ahead.
Host. You got a whole heap of hosting, huh?
Speaking of hosts,
Yeah.
that goes into the
Yeah.
word hoe.
Does
And
it?
on the last podcast that I was on, we spoke
trying
about the
something
need.
new.
If you guys have listened to the last podcast on the Need to Know, we had a conversation where one of their segments is an unpopular opinion by Stephon, and he said that the whole face is unnecessary. That was his unpopular opinion. I disagreed, but I thought we had a really nice discussion, and I wanted to bring that over here and see what you
Okay.
guys think.
All right.
Do you guys think that it's necessary to have a whole face?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, you said that a little too easy. Wait,
Just get into it.
wait.
Just get into it.
I don't know how I feel about you guys shaking hands on that.
It's
But-
it's an Aquarius thing. You don't get it.
An Aquarius thing. Okay, we're going by signs. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I
okay.
wasn't, but
I was.
He grouped you in.
I was.
Well, listen, for me, I feel like you should really take away the negative connotation with that because it just sounds like dating. But people just go extra with it. Like, they're like, oh, well, I'm out here hoeing. It's not hoeing. You're just dating. Like, we just call it something different because it's quick and to the point.
so
I
what
mean,
would you rather call it?
I would just call it dating, which is what it is.
But no,
You
but
can-
some people, I mean, I guess some people like our age, we would say that we would just call it dating. But sometimes it's not about what you're doing, but how you're going about it. And calling it a whole face does bring a negative connotation, as you were saying. But, a lot of people just don't talk about these things because, we want to sound cool. We want to sound
Yeah.
vague, Nobody you
wants
know
to
what
look
it is, and even on the podcast, on the Need to Know podcast, they were saying like, oh, I'm not hoeing, I'm just doing me.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, what does that
Yeah.
mean? What does that even mean?
That means I'm out here living my best life.
And what does that even mean?
I'm having a good time.
That means you a
I'm
nasty
here-
motherfucker. That's what that
No.
means.
If that's what that means,
No, okay,
listen.
okay.
But
No,
no, but I'm
I-
saying that people can be doing that and be under using it.
So
I'm
you feel
living
like
my
everybody
best
has
life.
to explain it?
You don't have
explain
to, but only with the people you're dealing with. You don't have to explain it to everybody.
Okay,
but I'm
yes,
just
definitely,
saying that people
definitely.
are trying to
Definitely.
disguise their movements
They're trying
under
to mask
other.
it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I was saying that I feel like the whole phase is necessary because, I think it's necessary because you have to explore, find different things, see what you like, see what you don't like.
True,
And, and once you find out what you like, it's more easier to move on going forward to, find fulfillment in yourself. And the argument presented against it was, well, you can go about other things too. I'm like, well, but if you don't know what you like, how are you going to find fulfillment in hobbies?
True.
If you don't know what you like for
Very true.
sure and what
Very
you
true.
don't like for sure.
Yeah.
You have to be certain of these type of things.
You have to be experimental in a sense. Like,
you have to be willing to try new things.
Yeah.
Willing to explore.
Yeah, of course.
Experimental in a way. Like if you're trying out like new foods at a restaurant you've been at before, and you're just looking at different pages on the menu that you've never looked at before, it's like
cheeseburger. Sorry,
Sure.
that's my go-to every time.
Sure.
Cheeseburger.
Yeah, if you're at a restaurant you've never been at before.
Yes. Chinese food. Cheeseburger.
Really? What?
Listen, they make it happen.
I mean, yeah, but
You
it's
ain't
like,
never had a Chinese cheeseburger?
No.
That was hard to say.
That was
That was hard to say because I was like, wait a minute, I don't know how to say that.
A Chinese cheeseburger. What are the ingredients?
What?
Shut up.
Yeah.
That's what it
No,
is.
no,
Shut
no.
up.
Now we got
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Chicken and broccoli.
Can we
That's
not-
what it is.
a chicken.
Chicken and broccoli with a It's a New York cheeseburger.
Wow.
Oh, but I do appreciate what you guys are saying about this because I feel like it just has to take a different like title and name because a lot of times people would just overlook it as like, oh, you out here for everybody. No, I'm just taking my time to myself.
I'm here for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here for me.
I'm here for me. Yeah.
Know better, do better.
Yeah. I can't argue with that. Like, I do understand what you're saying. Like, you know, calling it a hoe phase, like that comes with a lot of negative, not a lot of negativity for
Ain't
it.
no hoeing
but it's
over
like,
there.
But it's like,
No.
ain't no hoeing on your side. Slight hoeing on my side. Like.
Gentlemen, have we all gone through a whole phase in this room?
I have. I have. I've gone through a long whole phase.
Really
Just be jumping out your bag.
You just really
I've been through a long whole phase.
You self-incriminating.
Boy, I tell you, my whole phase was from I want to say 2013 to
Present day.
Present day.
yeah.
You still a drafting? Jeez. Yes. No, don't touch me. Don't touch me. No.
Sir.
No.
Sir.
Get your hand out my face.
Please stay out of my affairs.
You put your affairs on us. The more you know. You put your affairs on live.
I never go
me,
live.
It seemed like you need to.
Akai,
Jesus.
Akai, have
Yes.
you gone through a whole phase?
I wouldn't say I have specifically because I've been in long-term relationships and it's kind of like just finding that like balance after of like, oh, okay, I got to repurpose myself and realign my goals, you know? So I ain't done it yet.
Find your ball. There you go.
I'm sick and tired of you niggas lying on
you
this
talking about?
podcast.
How am I lying?
I'm out here telling
How
the
is
truth.
that
I'm telling
lying?
the truth.
Sick. You were finally for once in this podcast.
Okay.
We have a truthful nigga. Y'all just switching roles. It's opposite day.
It's opposite. Okay, all right,
My
all
nigga,
right,
my
all right.
nigga, my nigga, my nigga.
How is that a
Wow.
whole phase?
My nigga.
For the people that I've
That
been
was a
with?
whole
Well,
phase.
what? Wait.
For the people that I've been with, that's
Nigga.
a whole phase? That's not a whole phase.
That isn't. So that's regular.
That was a
so that's
whole
regular for you?
phase?
So that was regular for you.
Damn.
So that was regular for you.
Chill.
That's what
Chill.
you're doing out here. That's regular for you.
I gotta go.
That's regular for you.
I have to go.
He got to go get a
Wait
Chinese
minute,
cheeseburger.
Wait a minute. Let's see what's regular for Evan Combest. Wait a minute. No. Run that big. Run that back. What's regular for Combest? With your last name, nasty last name.
Don't blame me. Blame the slave owners that own my ancestors.
Yeah,
you can't
what
be,
were they
you can't
doing?
be reusing
They were
jokes you
coming
used on
best.
on the other podcast.
Well, I said earned this time. They earned my ancestors.
They ain't earned shit. They ain't earned shit.
So-
I know, but slavery's
They
crazy.
stole all what they did.
slavery is
No,
crazy.
no,
But you know
hey!
what- no. But you
What
know what
do
else
you
is crazy,
mean?
Evan? What about your whole phase?
What about my whole phase?
Your whole phase.
My whole phase in life, bro. In life,
no,
there's a lot
no.
of phases, guys.
Your
You know,
free
I feel
spirit
like
phase.
It's time.
we should
I
definitely-
want
free
you to
spirit.
look at Far Rock when they come for you right now. Because right now you perpetrating a fool.
Perpetrating is a really big word, guys. It
Is
sounds
it?
like you guys been to college. You know, when you go to college, it's a very crazy life when you go to college.
Word.
A lot of different
So you really just
responsibilities.
deflecting
Word.
if you've had a whole phase.
Nobody's asked me directly.
I'm asking you directly, Evan.
Well, who
Have
the
you?
fuck are you?
I'm sitting there.
I'm another nigga on this podcast.
Nah, you about to make me come out my bag. Evan,
Why are you unbuttoning your
Because
shirt?
I'm
yo.
and I'm mad.
I need
I'm
you
hot
not.
and I'm mad right now.
I need you not to do that next to me.
You were touching me after you told me you were sitting there having. You better not.
Can we not?
Yes, can we not? Listen, I
Jack
feel like
Casey.
we have all
But
showing our hands.
But I said it on the other podcast that I did have a whole phase.
Okay.
So you guys happy now?
I feel like we are just placing a label on something that isn't really.
But like we said before, calling it whole phase has a negative connotation to it.
So why not
when
call
in
it a
reality,
free spirit
was
phase?
No,
a free spirit phase.
In reality, we were just dating different people. And like I said on the other podcast, it's less about what you do.
Dating.
But it's less about what you do and more about how you go about it. Everybody that took part in that phase of my life, I was very open and honest and forthcoming with information, so they knew exactly what they were getting into. And like I said, to this day, I was very respectful to those people. And if anything, a lot of those people are still close with me to this day. We could be cool. I can hit them up and we can have a conversation.
Wait,
like,
can we?
Yeah.
We have a phone right here.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. Ring.
I'm
ring.
just saying for the listeners who might be feeling cautious or unsure of themselves, who might be dealing things like that, or the viewers, you can do it. Just be very honest about it. Don't lie and deceive people to get what you want.
But it's hard to. People
but why
don't want to do it.
Why get something that you want from somebody who wouldn't give it to you under the right circumstances? It needs to be a win-win for both if you want to move forward in a healthy way.
Nobody's thinking like that.
If you're thinking selfishly, of like, I'm going to lie to this person just to get what I want, of course you're going to deal with some bullshit that comes with it. That's just what happens to it. You can't complain because you went about it the wrong way. If you're honest about it, you don't have to expect any bad karma, bad juju, or any bullshit.
Oh yeah,
it's just being an adult.
Yes, you are correct.
We misplace a lot of that, and that's what happens. There's so many
the false pretenses mess up everything.
Yes,
and guys, which is crazy about being a hoe, because if you be a hoe, you go about things the wrong way, you might get an STD, which leads me to my next story.
Oh, nice segue.
I'm getting good. God damn it, I'm getting good on this bitch.
But you forgot something. You forgot something though. He forgot to ask the listeners.
I don't give a fuck about the listeners. I'm giving my
JP raps.
He don't compliment me.
But JP raps.
And Jack Casey.
It's in his name. He raps.
And you rap.
STDs. Guys, there was
wrap
a story on STDs. That
Give us a story. Wait a minute.
Yeah, there was a report about 2.3 million cases of chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis were all reported in last year, and that was the highest number it's ever been. So there's some dirty motherfuckers out here.
Yep.
Wait, did they say which borough?
I don't think it said the U.S. It didn't say New York.
That don't help.
It's us.
We just came from out of town. We just came from out of town not too long ago.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I didn't do anything out of town.
We didn't do anything out of town. Well, actually, Evan.
Evan.
Wait a minute. Spider-Man.
Look at Spider-Man.
Look at Spider-Man.
Look at Spider-Man. Oh
Listen,
my God.
I'm still reeling over that. There was a lady that was just on the escalator behind us.
They heard the episode.
I know, but it was just hilarious. She was just staring.
We don't need to.
She looked like she was looking at prom. She was like, "Ooh, spider cheeks."
We talked about this on an episode already.
I feel like that's where the STD came from.
We don't need. I didn't do anything with that person.
Dudes be staring too hard.
She wanted to do something with you.
Why are we talking about this, guys?
Because you're talking about STDs.
You're scrolling and we're just talking.
Scrolling.
There you go.
Find it.
Find your story.
Find
your story. We'll tell our story. Oh, you found a story.
On Tuesday, the United States Centers of Disease Control and Prevention announced the number of syphilis, gonorrhea, and chlamydia cases have risen to for 4 consecutive years. Preliminary data shows that there were 2.3 million sexually transmitted diseases cases recorded in the U.S. last year. Those numbers break 2016's record by more than 200,000 cases nationwide. Damn. Between 2013 and 2017, gonorrhea has increased 67% to 555,608 cases. Syphilis has increased to 76% and 30,644 cases. And chlamydia has increased to 22%. To 1.7 million cases. There are 5 key components in the rise to STDs, which include there are more men having condomless sex with men, women who are infected and are passing STDs to their babies. The rise of dating apps is making sex more available and harder for health investigators to track outbreaks. The lack of funding in STD clinics and the inability to detect STDs that show no symptoms, like chlamydia and like chlamydia in women. You know the word.
Preliminary.
I'll be messing up on words. The information was presented in the National STD Convention Conference with more and involved discussions between healthcare professionals, scientists, and other experts about eliminating STD epidemic. So,
wow.
With that information being said, fellas, moving forward, y'all wrapping it up? Before we talk about moving forward, let's talk about where we've been.
Yes,
Guys, men in this room, have y'all been practicing safe sex?
I gotta go.
Nasty motherfucker.
Well, okay, this is what I'll say. I've been in relationships where I thought I was going to actually be in the relationship. Like I'm one of those fools.
No, you just like,
But listen, a fool in love. But
you were in long lasting relationships, as you were saying.
So I figured, okay, I can trust you. So we had unprotected sex.
Do you feel like the rules should be different for long lasting relationships? If it's just you and that one person, then
I
you're
feel
like
it brings up
that?
a lot of different like cautions. Only because it's like, okay, let's say you're in a relationship for like 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
You guys say, condom. No condom for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then out of nowhere, yeah, let's bring condoms back. What? This is news to me. I mean, we always use the same trash bag. Why? Yeah, I don't know. Why are you doing this now? This is news to me. We always get the same peanut butter from the... Hey, listen, I'm trying out my tight 5 for when I get to the comic strip and just blow everybody out the water.
Facts.
But, yeah, look at your phone. Anyway, I'm just saying, for me, I practice, I guess, unprotected sex. When I was in a committed relationship. Yes, so that's why I chose to do that, and I went raw, as the case goes. Okay? So, that's
my
that.
niggas in the walls, yo! Hey! I'm with you, my nigga. I support
My
you.
G, you know this. I took off my mic. That's how important it was.
Stop hitting the table.
I'm sorry. It's just, I was excited about it. My nastiness, apparently.
But you just said, but now that you're not in a long lasting relationship,
long distance relationship,
long lasting relationship, a long standing
from
relationship,
a condom, at least.
are you have now that you're back? Are you back to practicing safe sex now?
Yes, but there was a moment. Chill. All right, listen. Let me explain. Okay, this was a person, an ex that I trust. And decided to say, hey, let's have relations again. And it happened, and it just so happened to be unprotected.
I don't have an L button. But what's the closest?
Yeah, that's just, my thing, just like this. Drooping.
Well, I don't know why you did that, but I guess we're going to have to go to the clinic now.
Listen, all right? All I got to say is it was a moment of passion. It happens. And also the history that I had with this person, that's why we just decided to go unprotected. All right.
My pussy.
Well, that's not what they said, so at least that's at least good. That's a good sign. I made sure to check everything out, Jeez. Hate y'all.
I didn't do anything.
You over here judging me silently.
I'm laughing.
Yes,
at
exactly.
The sound effects.
At my pain. Laughing.
You're in pain?
Okay, well let's go to you.
Oh, come on,
Mr. Rayside.
Why we got to do that? We having a good time.
We having a good time.
Everybody in the room laughing.
No, not me. You see my face?
I'm definitely laughing.
Oh, we gonna get to you, Combest.
But Kenneth,
we gonna get to you.
Come on, why we got to do
No,
this?
we gonna get to
well, we've already got one dirty dude in the room. Let's see about you.
Tone.
Are you practicing safe sex in the streets?
In the streets? What the hell?
Who's having sex in the streets?
What the hell?
Apparently you, nasty.
You know what? All right, that's cool. I walked myself into that. Go ahead, Rayside. That's cool.
I mean,
I don't know why he was acting like that. I was like, who's having sex in the street, nigga? You know who? You looking at me like,
Me? Me? Yes.
yes, you. You know who?
Anything for views.
anything for
views.
anything to get those numbers
He'll
up.
sacrifice his own friends. No.
But to answer your question, when I'm in like Akai said, when I'm in a committed relationship,
The rules are different.
Yeah. At the beginning of the relationship, yeah.
But now that you're not in a long-standing relationship, what are the rules for you now?
Oh shit!
So the rules ain't different.
The look, the feel.
Cameraman, zoom in on this.
Zoom in
Don't
on
do that.
this face.
Oh, here we go.
Look at him. I'm gonna need you to scoot over. The other way. Sorry,
Nah.
Jade.
Nah, so
I'm so sorry.
Nah, so like when I'm in a relationship at the beginning, yes, we're practicing safe sex, and then we'll both like go to the. Please don't do that. Please don't plug in your phone. Don't do this. Come on. I don't want no sound effect. I don't want to.
Tell your story, bro. It looked like he's loading a gun.
Exactly.
Like, all right.
Please don't do this to me.
Sorry, bro. Got to take you out back. You dirty mother.
Old yeller.
Go ahead.
Yeah, old Dickie.
Tell your story, bro.
Old Dickie. Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're
But-
nasty.
But
Like you were saying.
like over time, we'll both go to the clinic, and then like, hey, you're clean, I'm clean.
Wait, at the same time?
Yeah.
Y'all go together? That's so
Yeah.
nice.
He's trying to cop, please.
What?
He didn't have this energy in the car. He didn't have this energy in the car right over here.
Can't lie, yeah, he didn't have this energy.
He
Wow.
I
definitely
need you
didn't
to
have
keep that
this
same
energy.
energy, my G.
Wow.
Nah, I'm sorry. We exposing.
Now that all the attention's off of you,
Listen,
acting
it was
totally
one and
different.
done. It was
You
one and
acting
done.
I ain't
totally
even
different.
gonna lie. Kai is sitting there looking at Kenneth a little different now. He's like, yo, you really just not out here protecting yourself, man?
You're too close, man.
Yes! Yes!
I knew it'd be so
I wanted
stupid.
to say this every week. I need space.
It's not my fault.
Me need space.
It's not my fault. I
And
wanted
now
to.
you're doing this without
I wanted to sit over there.
All right.
Well, there's
So
cameras
now that
over
we've
there, so
established that
too bad.
Kenneth is nasty,
What about Evan's nasty?
Yes.
Because you come best, don't you?
and I come safely, I come strapped. I get the strap.
Yeah, you can.
I get the strap.
You can get the strap. That's cool.
I make sure.
But
I'm
the
locked and
strap
loaded.
doesn't always protect from whatever is out there.
True.
We got 2.6 million cases of this shit going on right now.
Serious.
And I'm good. And I'm good.
I understand.
Yes,
that,
let us all
but
confirm
let's-
everyone in the room is clean.
Let's just try to figure out.
Can you confirm that?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
As of what date?
As of what?
As of what? Why
As of
you
what?
sitting there making it look like he's milk? Yo, when are you about to expire? When your dick about to expire?
Wow.
It's about to.
Wow.
No, I want to know as of what testing date. When was his last fight?
What?
Wow.
You sitting there making him feel bad. Look at him
Wow.
crying.
I'm not crying. I'm not Evan. I don't cry like that.
Neither do I.
Stop lying.
But no, I stay strapped up. I protect myself. But why do you think men don't protect themselves?
I feel
Let's
like
ask
that's
that question.
the biggest thing we need to go
Comfortability.
after. Comfortability,
Comfortability.
Look
really.
at this nigga just jumping out the window, ready to defend. We don't wear it because we don't want to.
He's flying out
It's
on a
my
condom
pussy
parachute.
and I need it now. No condom.
I don't need it.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Yo,
Definitely is.
that's
definitely
a crazy
must
phrase.
be. Oh my god.
That phrase has so many.
So you're
different
saying
connotations.
comfortability?
Yeah.
That's what you say.
You
Yeah,
feel more
that's the
comfortable
biggest,
inside of there. When you're in the club, you feel more comfortable without a coat on.
Coat
That's
check.
that's a.
You don't go to coat check.
You don't go to. You don't even bring a coat. You just come in with the Versace shirt and you just be like, "Yo, I'm here. It's time to go. It's time to go." Woo.
Fucking jump at you niggas.
I came to have a good time,
Yes, exactly.
my
Apparently,
God.
you came in and have a really good time.
and honestly, I feel so attacked right now.
Oh man, not the way you attacking everybody's insides.
That's
Oh
insane.
my goodness.
Oh shit! I had to plug my own shit back in. Good Lord Almighty. So,
I don't even care if this is the last episode. We cancel.
Wow.
It don't
do
matter.
you even pay a fee when you get in the club?
What? Pay a cover.
You don't pay no cover. You ain't covering nothing. Why would I ask that? But let's not talk about you. Let's try
Yes,
to talk
thank
about
you. Thank
in general
God.
with
That's
men.
everybody
But can you be
involved, yeah.
objective with your defensive points and not expose yourself?
Nah, I can't do
Like I'm
that.
wearing nothing at all.
You can take me
at
off this
all.
podcast. You can take my
Oh,
mic
my
right now, Tone. Please.
Take him, Tone. Tone him down, Tone.
But Akai, why do you think men aren't out here protecting themselves?
I would say the comfortability is a big thing, but
Comfortability with what?
I would just say the whole act of it. You know, just engaging in
Why are you making that face?
engaging in intercourse is just that's it. You
Y'all
know?
like taking risks.
That's what.
That's
at a
not.
point-
That is not what I meant. That was not what I was inferring.
Not you know, like the whole risk factor, but I would say for men it's just convenience. Unfortunately, it's convenience, and then also lack
Convenience
thereof
of-
convenience.
So if you have a lack of convenience, you don't go to the store. You can't just go to the store and get something.
Niggas suck.
I've definitely been in positions where
You've had to go, yeah.
where it
You've
was
had
like,
to-
yo, this is about to happen,
And that
I
was
didn't
me.
have, so I went to the store.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I've never put myself
But
in a
why do you
position
think other
where-
dudes aren't doing it,
Because it's okay. Let's think of the people that are out here getting it.
Kenneth? All right. Well, I don't know if he's getting it. yet.
He got something.
No, he got something. I don't know if he's getting it, but he got it. He got it. He may not be getting it, but he got it.
He's not gonna be looking at us.
Get it,
during
got
the
it,
car
gone.
ride at all. He's just
Listen,
gonna be.
he was out there getting it. Now he got it. Tomorrow he might be gone.
Oh man.
I got AIDS.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Sometimes you take the jokes just a little too
Just a
far.
little too. Yo, man.
I don't got that Magic Johnson.
Yo,
don't do that to
chill.
me.
You got the magic?
No.
All right.
I've got the magic,
Magic
me. That's what they meant by that song.
Somebody put a picture of Kenneth and Magic Johnson side by
Please
side.
don't. Please don't.
Must have been that fateful day.
No, no,
Son.
no. Wow.
EJ?
Wow, no.
All right, making sure. But
Oh man.
for me personally, I think a lot of men don't practice safe sex because, you know, I feel like there's not enough honest conversations about the risk and how many people do we know that have
You
something
really just-
serious?
That's your.
How many people
That's
do we
your word.
and no, in normal
No,
male groups,
it's
how many
true.
times how many people do we know that
He's dying.
But no, because I feel like in most groups of men, we don't really have that one friend that's like, you know, oh man, yo, if only I didn't fuck with Keisha, I wouldn't have had, you know, not my shit falling off and really sick. Like, how many of us got that Easy E friend?
Damn.
Just for lack
They
of.
kind of did that to him, but
That's what I'm saying. But Easy E really was, you know.
yeah, no, he was out here doing all that stuff.
And that's why he got that.
Yeah.
I think to be more preventative of the whole scenario of that happening, I think those conversations do have to come up more in just general conversations, like, yo, so you know, messing with this, you know, I don't know, thought something might have happened. I don't know how to talk about it, and then that's usually what happens. Guys just kind of keep it to themselves, you know, like they don't know what to do, and they don't really talk to anybody about it. Like, people don't want to feel stupid
Or look stupid.
or look stupid. So I'm not going to go up to Kenneth and be like, yo, I'll just call it chlamydia.
Yep. Ken, you know he got it. Yep. This Kenneth's theme
Chlamydia.
song.
Chlamydia. Yeah, you know I got it. No, I don't have it. I know
But
I just
guys,
said
we're
that.
running
on
out a
air,
lot
but-
of time, so I'm
yeah,
gonna
we
speed
gotta
through the rest of
speed
basically,
through.
I feel like friends don't have a friend that's all fucked up
Yeah,
from STDs.
we gotta just
so
talk about
we don't
that
know
more.
about the seriousness of it, so you know, men just don't take it seriously. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
You knock my
gotta
mic
kick.
off.
No, you got to
No,
kick.
you
You
No, I
got
was,
There's a lot
no,
of
I was saying that like more often than not, there's no STD scares for men, but more pregnancy scares for men, and that's why I think a lot of people, a lot of dudes will
guys
use a
have
condom.
pregnancy scares?
Like they've gotten a woman pregnant. Like, oh shit, I
Oh, you mean
should.
getting a woman pregnant?
Yes. What do you think I meant? Nigga, come on.
I don't know. It just seemed like,
Listen, you shaved your mustache and you just acting all kinds of different.
why you gotta bring
different today.
that up?
He's
Don't
definitely different today.
Exactly.
chill.
But yeah,
chill.
men just especially you, Kenneth. Please protect yourself going forward, and like just all your future endeavors. I wish you.
I
nothing
will
but
too.
stability and protection.
I
You
will
too,
too.
because
Yes.
remember he's sitting. Listen, this your blood brother with you. He's sitting there talking about all times he didn't do some shit. He might, y'all just gotta be careful. I worry about y'all. Practice good.
I
life.
hate you.
Practice healthy living.
Next
habits.
topic.
Yes.
I hate you. You
Yes,
spent like
like
20
also-
minutes making fun of me.
Like also making sure
Definitely.
you don't repress your emotions from
Definitely that
other
too.
situations. That
So let's talk about our
deep-seated
TV
stuff.
shows. We can talk
Yeah.
about Power.
Evan,
Power.
Don't come back next week.
Power.
Power.
Yeah, go ahead.
They say this is a big rich town.
I got you. Nigga. Don't worry.
I just come.
So this was the episode before the season finale.
Yeah.
A lot happened, guys.
No, it didn't.
Did you enjoy the episode?
I
No,
hated
it was
it.
whack.
I really liked it.
Somebody had
This
to.
is exactly why this is happening today. I feel like we are completely off. There's like a boundary. It's just us and then this nigga.
We're on.
Well,
we're
I
on
do
two
have my
different
own camera.
You-
I am just,
We're on 2 different wavelengths. That's what it is.
Okay. All right, Mr. Important. He went on a different podcast, and he just got to come back all fancy. And
I don't know what this has to
do.
do
You
with
want to
power.
tell? No. Do you want to tell them what you did on that podcast?
We didn't talk about power, but I thought it was a pretty good episode. I feel like
What,
it was
what
really
made it a good
You
episode
seem like
to
you
you?
had power.
To me, I feel
Yeah.
like with a lot of the characters, like the weight's coming down. And granted, the pacing is bad, but you feel the decisions weighing down on some of those characters and their story arcs throughout the season. And now going up to this big decision, I felt a lot of tension because there was like a lot of like heat going on between certain characters.
Like what?
Between Tommy's father and the family, like you really felt that tension of like, yo, there's something going on here, and everybody's just sitting on pins and needles.
That was played so terribly.
And
I'm sorry.
I liked it. Oh well. I disagree, and then just seeing how that ultimately affect Tommy and his story, because it really makes me question about how he's going to move going forward. Because remember, he had that moment with the main character Ghost, and it was just like, listen, bro, I've been trying to tell you, and when this happens, don't say I told you so. And he was just kind of like trying to do his own thing, and he just always ended up being wrong.
Yeah.
And wronged. Which is like, damn, I really felt bad for his character.
But he's doing wrong. He's a criminal.
How is he a criminal?
How is he a criminal? You saw him packaging drugs in front of Ghost.
He didn't package it.
Yes, he did.
His people did.
He was literally
shout out,
there.
Wait, no, because it was his men. It was his men doing it. And shout out to BG, Black Grimace, my man Kevin Mason.
Yes.
He is a comedian. That's my
Yes.
boy. Shout out to him.
Yes.
But I thought it was a good episode.
He was actually packaging drugs. I can go back
Like
to this point.
He just moved one box.
No,
Yes.
no, he pulled out a big ass like pill container. It was like, yo,
This is dope.
this
He
is
didn't put him
Oxy.
in that thing.
Yes, he did.
He didn't put the drugs in the container.
That
But he
doesn't
put the
matter.
container in the box.
That doesn't matter. This episode was trash.
Semantics.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
the episode
semantics.
was whack.
Yeah, it
There
was.
So
was
let's talk
not
about
enough
our
to
other
keep.
show.
Listen.
Insecure.
Yes, move past it. Yeah, Insecure.
Insecure. There was
Also
2
whack. I
episodes.
hate that
Normally
show. They're playing my life.
Normally it they play one episode, so we're normally a week behind when the shit comes out. But this week they put out both episodes. So we had past Sunday, and then this past Friday they released this week's episode. So with this week's episode, they had a moment in there where the main character is trying to move forward with her life and her relationship, so she had to kind of cut ties with all of her past relationships. And she had a moment with her friends, like, if you want to move forward, you have to get rid of the past. So they had this moving box, and then she had to throw out all of her sentimental items from past relationships. And I wanted to ask you guys, open the floor up for you guys to ask, is it really possible to be able to move forward with somebody else if you still own sentimental objects from past relationships?
Yeah.
You feel that way?
Yeah.
What about you, Akai?
Yeah, I feel like that's a little shaky.
I'm on Akai's side a little bit.
I feel like it's a little shaky. 'Cause
Everybody
not-
hates
it's-
everybody hates Kenneth.
it's
That's
not- it's not
this
the
episode.
disagreement.
Hates Kenneth.
Well,
Sorry. But I feel like
Kenneth hates Kenneth. You don't take care of himself.
yeah, you gotta come on, man.
Nigga, put a condom on. Talk about we hate you. Love yourself. Know your worth, King. Damn. But why do you feel like it's possible to be able to move forward if you own sentimental items from
I feel
a
like it
relationship?
I feel like it depends on what the items are. If it's just like a piece of jewelry or some clothing, stuff like that that person got you, that it doesn't have like that person's face or name on it, then like you can move on. But if it's like if it's like a picture, like like those photo booth pictures, and you just happen to keep them, and it's like, oh damn, I remember this day, like it was snowing, then we decided to go to the movies, some random ass
So let's say
memory
if you
like
have a
that.
photo album of like you and your past relationship, it's not like on your dresser, but let's say
No.
you have it like inside of a drawer somewhere,
Yeah.
and your new girlfriend finds it. Is that a problem?
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be. a
Yeah,
problem.
that's gonna be a problem.
But she's not like promoting it. She just has it. She just wants to look back and remember on it.
Okay,
That's why that's where I'm going with you with this argument of like owning a sentimental item.
Yeah, but it's like that
she
means
owns it, but she's not like really proud of it and like posting
yeah,
it to
but
be,
that
like,
means
for everybody to see.
the fact that you kept something like that, like if it's a like you said,
I mean,
like
it's a memory.
Yeah, it's a memory.
You can't
like,
delete it.
No, like I have stuff from like previous relationships and stuff like that. Like I still like the item in question that I have.
No,
like,
when you said I have stuff from previous relationships, and
I didn't want to be that guy.
conversation,
I didn't want to be that guy, but
You should just chill, bro, with your phrasing.
now making yourself look good right here.
Akai,
there
let's
you
go to your
There you go. Yeah.
For me,
Fuck you guys.
I'm sorry, bro.
For me, I definitely, after the relationship I just got out of, like a long relationship, it's like I've been in that moment where I've had to like separate the new stuff from the old stuff, and I'd say if you are holding on to something like that, it's going to take it that much longer of a process to get past that situation, especially if it's like a long relationship.
Yeah.
You can't just hold on to this and say, oh, well, oh, damn, it was like yesterday. And then you're going to think back to it, and it's going to put a halt on going forward.
No, yeah, I get that, but like I said, I feel like it depends on what the items are. Like,
let's say it's an apartment. What if you guys you shared an apartment together? This is a very real thing because
I get it.
And you live there with would you feel in a way that's not really a sentimental thing, but that is something you might want to move forward and move past to start something new. So yeah, that is something that I would say you should probably change.
Mm-hmm. What if it's a pet? Like
ooh,
if you,
that's really
hard.
Yeah.
Because then you have to it really depends because once you break up, it's like who owns it. Yeah, exactly. Because at that point, then if you're keeping it, you keep it. Yeah. I don't want it.
But
I don't want
like it also depends like how long you've been together and how long you've had, I guess, the pet.
Yeah, if you've been together for, let's say for example, hypothetical, you've been together for 5 years, you'll have a dog.
Yeah.
Who keeps the dog?
Like how long has it been since you got the dog? Like did you
3 years? You got it after 2 years, so you've had the dog for 3.
That's tough. That is tough.
But you have to give the dog away, or you have to keep it. And at that point, you separate it. You don't split ownership. You don't. Hey, you get him on the weekends, and you have to do a clean rip. You have to. It's gonna be hard, but you have to do it.
Like, please don't use clean rip again. That didn't sound like a really good phrase.
He meant like a Band-Aid. I knew.
Yes, exactly. Don't do that.
Well, certain things I do for the video. That's why people should watch the video.
There you go.
But
yeah, that's a good segue.
And nice. And from that, I want to move on to this next topic because I did ask on my Instagram if there were any topics that the viewers wanted to hear us talk about. Yeah. And I have a question from a viewer, and he says, "How long after a relationship can you go be friends with an ex? If you want to be friends with an ex, how long should you wait?"
I feel like that shouldn't be too much of a thing because I think the way that we fall out of relationships, it seems like it always has to be a huge big
blow up. Yeah.
But sometimes there's just mutual like, hey, it's not really working out. I'm not going this way. You're not going that way, or we're just not seeing eye to eye.
Yeah.
I think you should establish a friendship before you decide to get into that relationship. So that way it's like
easier to go back to the friendship after the relationship.
Because too many times it's just like relationships just end messy.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't happen like that. Like I'd say personally for the last relationship that I got out of, I had to learn to kind of be more open to the possibility of a friendship rather than just saying, oh, well, I hate you because, you put me through this
big
or that.
blow up happened.
Yeah. So it's like you have to find peace within
the breakup,
the whole situation.
And within that, you should probably go back. It'll, like you said, go back to the friendship. It'll be easier to do that.
Yeah.
But how long do you think it should take? Do you think you could just be friends right after it, or
that's the thing?
So.
I mean, you do need your time for closure, and like to take a step back away from that person to know yourself and kind of reconnect with yourself. I think that's what people.
You have to go back to being single.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because. Well, go what you were gonna say.
No, I was gonna say what you said. Like you got to go back to being single. You got to relearn how to like live your life without this person in it again. Because now you got to like unlearn all these memories and like all these moments that you've had with this person. Now you got to go back to like, okay, now I don't have to talk to this person every day in this form or fashion. Now I just have to go back to who I was before they and I got together. But like Akai was saying, like if you establish a friendship before that, it's gonna take some time to like reconnect with this person on that friendship level because you've seen them in a different light. So if you had like a good friendship with them and the relationship didn't end on like terrible terms, I'd say probably like a month and a half before you can like go back to being friends.
I was just about to give you the applause until you said a month.
Boo! Get the fuck out of here!
I can't. Not a month. That's too soon.
It kind of is.
You can't just. I mean, and granted, it does depend on how long the relationship was. It should always depend on that. And maybe I would say maybe a fourth of the relationship you should spend apart. If you were together for 10 months, you should probably spend 2.5 months or whatever a fourth of that is. I don't know math. Now. I just know topics. I don't know math. But if you were together for 4 years, you should probably spend 1 year apart. Simpler math, right? All right.
He said right. He had to tell us to make sure he was right.
Check
right?
Check your math. That's what you're doing.
I do my Googles. Do my Googles. But no, I think some of the dangers with if you don't properly, experience and go through the motions of an actual breakup, it's hard to disconnect yourself from that relationship. Because if we break up and then 2 weeks later we're trying to be friends and everything, that's still not enough time to remove yourself from that intimacy that you once had with that person. In that world, people are susceptible to falling back into the same old patterns of still believing they're in the realm of a relationship or still having demands of a relationship. You might not be able to fully be to be able to compartmentalize everything and separate your feelings of relationship and friendship and everything that comes with that it's definitely going to take a toll on you emotionally, and that might even leave you with deeper issues going forward, and that might prevent you from starting relationships again with other people, because it's only going to add more to the type of I guess baggage that you might deal with and have now because of that past relationship and because of those big blow-ups that you might have. And, you know, that you might spend that whole friendship trying to rekindle that relationship, trying to reapprove and try to get past. And, you know, you might attach yourself to false ideals and things like that. And those are some of the things that a lot of people end up falling with. So sometimes I say you should probably spend 4 months to 1/4 of whatever time you were with that person. Yeah. And you should probably try to let that person experience somebody new and let you experience somebody new to really get all those feelings out of there and make sure there's nothing left over on each side. And that way you're clear, and you can and it's still both of you have to want a friendship. You can't one wants a friendship and one wants a relationship. You have to make sure it's clear on both sides what the expectations are between both parties. Well said. Now, moving into the last question, and then we'll end the show. It's from a friend of the show, the real Snigger Living.
Hey.
She wants to know what is our methods about approaching women. Hashtag, you know, sliding in their DMs. Are we sliding in DMs?
We still do that?
I love how both of y'all just looked at me
at
the same time.
I was gonna get your reaction,
what
but
we learned
today,
you slide in a lot of things. So
wow.
He's sliding in head first.
Without protection. No helmets.
Find your button. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not answering first. Go ahead, Akai.
What?
Go ahead, guys. We got 5 minutes.
Well, I'd say the proper way to approach anybody is to just find an interest with somebody. You can't just be like, yo, I like you because, oh, look at your face and your body. And it's like, no, that doesn't really work anymore nowadays unless there's like a mutual attraction. But I'd say if you approach a person with a genuine interest in them about something that they have a genuine interest in, then that's how you should start everything. Yeah. You shouldn't just like have a good intention instead of it just being like, oh, damn, you look good. Emoji.
Oh.
Yeah, like
I was wondering what
it's
that
like
was.
all it is now is just an emoji, a wink, you like 3 pictures, and then you slide in the DMs.
I hate that women
it's
do
ridiculous.
That. I hate that some women think that liking pictures is a way of flirting. Like, yo, I like 4 of your pictures. Slide in my DMs
I just
already.
like the angle.
Yeah.
Oh man, you go to Trader Joe's too?
I know.
What'd you pick up?
Akai, you take photography, so you appreciate fine photography.
I don't really take photography, but I like photography.
So you can appreciate a good picture.
Yeah, exactly.
A nice composition.
Exactly.
I don't know any other photography terms.
Aperture.
Aperture. Nice landscape. Oh, I'm liking the landscape on your chest. I know you. You nasty. I see you. I read your DMs, but.
What?
Yo, Kenneth.
What are you doing?
When you slide in DMs, what are you doing?
There you go. Take his mic away.
No, listen, because Kenneth never wants to jump in on the jokes. When we jump Kenneth, we jump Kenneth.
Yeah,
but when I'm like, yo, Kenneth, let's jump Akai, you're like, no,
But we never jump Evan.
No, you know why we exactly. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
Try me. But when you slide in women's DMs, what do you?
It's similar to Akai. Like, try and find something that they that we like match with, like an interest, like how Akai is into like the arts and like photography and music and stuff like that. Like, I'm more like into like the athletics. Like hey,
because you do fighting.
Yeah, I do fighting. Yeah,
so you
I do fighting.
You be like, yo, you love fighting?
Do you want to punch me in the face? Come on, like no.
That's not where I was going with you.
No.
And I'm done.
Yo, I need to stop.
Chill.
I need to
chill. Everybody chill.
I really
Let's
need
have
to
a good
stop.
time. Evan, how would you go about this this courting, this new age courting of sliding the DMs?
Word. How would you do it, Evan?
Actually, I don't. I really don't slide in DMs. I'm not the DM guy. I don't bother women. I just leave them alone. I really just don't.
Do you know anybody by the name of 300?
My pussy hurt.
What? Don't deflect.
I didn't slide in that DM.
I feel like,
and I've never flirted with. I've never. What? We got 2 minutes, so we can't talk about it. But I want it to be known. I've never
Okay, so how do you feel that you should approach people?
I don't know how to.
You don't know how.
I just don't, because I don't bother people.
You don't bother people. Yeah, I'll give him that. He doesn't try to go and bother people.
I really don't. I don't hit people. I don't hit people up. I don't bother them. I'm not sliding in DMs. I'm not complimenting the way that they look. I'm just not. If they're pretty, you're pretty. It's cool. I like looking at it. I double tap the picture. I keep it moving. I got a whole timeline full of bitches. I think I'm not paying attention and sliding in one. It's just not what I'm doing out here.
Okay.
So when it comes to Instagram, I don't take it that serious. But in real life, that's something different. But you have to establish that there's some type of chemistry, and you move forward from there. But we'll save that for another time. But guys, you can let us know what your DM etiquette is, and maybe we'll divulge on more of this in the next episode. And there's other topics I want to talk about in the next episode. But guys, that's the end. That's the end. That's all we got for you this week, guys. You want to give out your social medias?
If you also want to make fun of Kenneth, you can follow me on Instagram at Rojo Fiasco.
And if you want to slide in my DMs, which I don't really prefer, but hey, just send me a meme, Godzilla_kinda.
And guys, you already know all my social medias, my Snapchat, my Facebook, my Instagram, and my Twitter. All of those are at Evan Combest. Follow us on Facebook, the Can We Not page. And until then, we'll see you next week. We out of here.